Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. So I am Molly No, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about real estate investing since it seems to be such a hot topic. A little bit about myself. I'm a 20-year veteran in real estate. I do long-term buy and hold properties, mostly multifamilies, getting into vacation rentals in different cities at this time, but I've been in the short-term rental business for a long time as well out of Louisville, Kentucky. 20-year real estate veteran as well, and hoping that I can help more people just take the first baby step to get into real estate investing. So first thing we're going to talk about today is the 1% rule. Everybody loves the 1% rule. I want to be an investor, but I want the 1% rule. Well, of course you do with a 4% interest rate. Of course, it's not how it works. So when all these books were written on real estate investing, the 1% rule came into play because we were taking interest rates at 7%, at 8%. We were taking 5-1 ARMs, 7-1 ARMs, balloon notes. The landscape to purchase an investment property is very different today. You can get a 15% down, a 10% down, a 20% down loan amortized over 20 years or 25 years at 4% interest, at 4.5% interest. My very first rental property, my interest rate was 8.75%. So of course the 1% rule played into it. But when you're talking about interest rates that are no longer 8%, the 1% rule is absolute junk. If an investor wants the 1% rule, they are likely willing to take a property that needs an insane amount of work. Maybe not, maybe they're in a market that's just much less expensive, but majority of markets we are seeing 1.5 times the rent roll. So that 1%, so that you know if you're like, well, what's the 1% rule? Because you'll see it in all the investing books from the past, maybe 20 years. 1% would be $1,000 rental income on a property, and the purchase price of the property would be $100,000. So $2,000 in rental income would be $200,000. Or maybe you're looking at a coastal property where the income is $85,000 a year and your purchase price would be $850,000. Except, let me know if you find that property because they are hard to come by. I have found some short-term rentals that are hitting those numbers, but when you're talking about long-term buy and hold, the 1% rule is out the door. If you find it, you should send it to me. Okay, so let's reverse engineer this. So let's say now we find a fourplex. It's in decent condition, in a good city, in a strong rental market. That's a whole nother ballgame. We'll talk about that later. So let's say the purchase price is $450,000 and you're gonna put down 20%, which is gonna be $90,000. And as an investor, a good par rate, no points, might be 4.25, 4.5 right now. So you've got 4.5% interest rate, $450 purchase price, $90,000 down, and you've got financing of $360,000. Your payment before your taxes and insurance is $2,278. So you're like, oh, okay, well, that works. But that income is not $4,500 a month. Does it need to be? No. This is why the 1% rule does not matter. So you've got taxes and insurance that you've got to add in here. Let's just go high on that number. Let's say your total all in is $3,000 a month. You're gonna put a little bit in reserves, which you wanna do. We like to carry 3 to 6 months of reserves. All in is $3,000 a month. It still works. $3,000 a month will work on a $450,000 purchase price. That is not 1%. Let me tell you what that is. Okay, had to do a little calculating. Exactly what I thought. $3,000 a month in income on a $450,000 property is 1.5%. That is a 0.5% higher than the 1% rule, but those numbers still work. You probably are going to find something that is $3,500 a month for $450,000, and maybe you're going to be closer to 1.2 or 1.3%, but it works. So trash the 1% rule, trash that mindset. Interest rates are low. Take advantage of 4%, 4.25, 4.5. Don't worry about the 1% rule. There are phenomenal properties that are cash flowing. And it depends on what your long-term goal is. If you're going to ask me, and you can shoot me a message and we can chat about it. You can schedule a call. If you're going to ask me, well, do we want to make $100 a door? Do we want to make $500 per building? That is your long-term gain. Is this a property that you're going to hold for 20 years and somebody else is going to pay? And also, this payment was amortized over 20 years. That's not even a 30-year. That's a 20-year amortization, meaning someone else is going to pay off your mortgage in 20 years. Good deal. Stick with me, Molly No, the Home Cartel. I am going to help you buy real estate in 2022.